Hey guys, welcome back to the Joyfully Free Journey podcast. I'm your host, Lacey Reeves, and welcome to my family vacation. We are currently in Miami. We just wrapped up an amazing vacation experience with mom, dad, sister, nieces, and nephew, and it has been quite lovely. And for anyone who's been following me for a while and saw my birthday post, I just recently celebrated a birthday and realized that there has been a gap in my rest. And so I made a vow to myself to take a small, short sabbatical so that I could really fully be present, enjoy the time with family. So I haven't yet posted during my birthday month, but what I promised was going to be content from a place of rest and recharge and rejuvenation. And that's what this is, the journey of rest, using rest to find joy. And so I am just bringing you into my vacation. Very excited about today's conversation, including my besties, my sister, and my mother. So this is the Joyfully Free Journey Family Edition. Let's get into it. Hello, friends, and welcome to Joyfully Free Journey Family Edition. I'm happy you're here. I'm glad to, hey guys, meet my family. Joyfully Free family, meet my family. Some of your family. Some of my family. That's true. It's not everybody here. So we're joining from Miami, as I mentioned in my intro. Family vacation. We're embracing rest. We're going to be talking about the importance of rest. And just talking about family, how we operate in our family so people can get a sneak peek into our lives. Is that okay, Mark?
Sounds great to me.
Look at you with your cute gray hands on and your hat.
Please.
Okay, Meta glasses.
Lady A. Hello.
Yes, would you like to introduce yourself other than you are my mother?
Hello, everyone. I am Andrea Montgomery, also known as Lady A.
Yes, Lady A. Come through, Lady A.
I am so glad to have had this opportunity to spend with my daughters and their children, and my oldest daughter's children. Yes, and it was wonderful. And of course, Poppy, who's Dr. Ryan, which is my husband, their father.
That you have seen on the podcast before. Go check out that episode where he talks about legacy, faith and legacy and his medical journey.
Yes. So it's awesome to be here to spend some time upon the waters, out on a cruise, and learning how to just be present, be at peace, and just enjoy. Enjoy. Do everything. I-N space J-O-Y. Exclamation point.
Okay, Mom. Okay, Lady A. We're enjoying our vacation. Enjoy.
Mom always is going to have a word.
Oh, Mom always has a word and an acronym. We can talk a little bit about how we were raised in a little bit. But yes, and my beautiful sister, Janae, who you've seen on a previous episode about life after loss, her newest book release, maybe more to come, more content to come. But we are here together. Would you like to say anything?
Sure. So my name is Janae Chandler. I'm Lacey's younger sister.
Younger.
Not quite, but almost. We still get asked if we're twins. Someone asked us that a couple of days ago when we were
playing pickleball,
learning pickleball for the first time.
Bless it.
So, but I'm glad to be on the Joyfully Free podcast talking about rest and joy, which rest was like my theme for the year this year.
I don't think I knew that.
I haven't been doing too well.
Well, let's learn how to enjoy it.
It has been my intention.
Well, I think that's important to know because we do set, some people call them New Year's resolutions. I personally call them word of the year. Other people call them intentions. And we do have the best laid plans, the best of intentions, but sometimes it's hard to execute.
Exactly.
But it's never too late to start.
That's right.
That's right. And never too late
Never. We're mid-year, so this is a great time to reassess.
I think so. I think it's great to reflect on how things have been going so far and then like basically adjust. Yeah. Course correct. That's what I was trying to course correct.
That's always good.
Midway through the year.
You know that course corrections are a really great way to describe it because God's GPS system is never off.
I felt it.
God's
What is it, Mom? What is it called?
GPS is called God's positioning system, and it's never off. I mean, even when you think you're never lost, he's never late. You're never lost. So when God turns on his GPS system, we should what? Course correct. That's right.
We told you she was full of the word, guys. Full of the word.
Full of the word. And I love it because, Mom, you have not made your debut on the podcast yet. It's your first time. Interestingly enough, I did take another sabbatical. So welcome. Welcome
A
to
joyfully free welcome.
This is a joyfully free welcome. Let's give her a joyfully free welcome, everyone. Yes, mommy. Yeah, thanks, queen. Yes. Think it's all right. But and all of the transitional words, we actually made a recording before we were a video notes podcast. So the first iteration of the Joyfully Free journey, which was just called Joyfully Free the podcast, it was audio only. That's how we started. We have about 4-ish episodes, I think like 4 and some change episodes of audio only. Go back into our archives. It's there. It's not on YouTube, but it is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And Mom recorded an episode. I recorded about 3 episodes that I never got a chance to release. And when we switched over from Anchor FM to Spotify for podcasters and creators, I lost the episode. It was very heartbreaking because it was a really great episode talking about legacy and faith. And if you're looking at my faith, it was built on the foundation that she and my dad laid. And she began that foundation as a single mother. And so I'm just happy that you're here, Mom, because honestly, what I'm doing is probably the fruit of all the seeds that your son has you.
Oh, that is so sweet for you to say. And you are welcome.
She's like, yes, you're right. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Well, first and foremost, the only way I can say you're welcome and laugh about it because without God, there is nothing that I was able to do or to plant within them when they were children. So I surrendered completely to Christ when I was about 30 and a half years old. And, or maybe 31 and a half. But yeah, nevertheless, in that, as I began learning, those of you that can remember when you really got the revelation of who Jesus Christ was in your life,
Yeah.
and how on fire and excited you were. So everything I had, I was that bird that was like feeding her little birdies, all that we could do. But God is good, and I give him all the praise, honor, and glory for what he allowed and he put in me to place within them, for their own foundation and for their own marriages and families.
I love that. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, he gets all the glory, but you like the foundation. That's really good. And it also speaks to, where I don't even speak for you, Janae, but just like where we are in our journeys of families. My sister has 3 children. We are both married, and we have a son. But I feel like those all are able to happen from a strong foundation of faith. So that was definitely a legacy that you instilled in us.
Praise God.
100% agree.
Thank you. Can I just tell you this little tidbit of something? I can remember the person that came to me and said, you're going to be a strong woman of faith. That was very early on.
To you?
And I'll drop a name because his daughter or his wife may listen. It was Henry Ford. It said strong woman of faith. And I was like shaking in my seat when he said it. I was like,
Wow.
oh, could that be? But I still remember that day that he came and spoke that directly to me because I was employed by him at that time.
I love that. I love that. I feel like we hopped into a very rich conversation, but I would love to take a step back and ask you guys what I typically will now ask every podcast guest is what is one person, place, or thing that brings you joy? And if you don't, you narrow it down to one. What is something, some person, someplace, something that brings you joy? Because we're discovering how do we find our joy? What does joy look like? How do we identify it? And so, what does that look like for you? I honestly, I'm just going to be transparent. I hope it's not misconstrued because I love my family. I love my husband. I love my kids. And I am learning that spending time with myself brings me joy because when you start to add on roles and hats, it's easy to kind of put yourself last.
Mhm.
Or for me, it's easy for me to put myself last. So probably over the last year and a half or so, I've been really intentional about spending time with myself. Like today, Friday, we're recording this on a Friday. Typically, um, like half of the day I spend with myself, whether it's like catching up on a show I want to watch or going to get ice cream or get my nails or my toes done. Like that spending time with myself gives me joy because it's time that I look forward to just to like hang out with me and like be quiet, be still. I'm an introvert, so I just rarely have time to myself of like quietness. And so it's something that I look forward to and fills me up for the weekend. I love that. What about you, Mom? Person, place, or thing?
First, I think it's a couple of things. I really enjoy the time that I get to have. I've come to learn to enjoy the time that I have at home alone because Dad gets up and leaves very, very early before the sun ever thinks about rising. At home, I enjoy really listening to uh, contemporary gospel, contemporary Christian music, gospel music. That brings me a sense of comfort. It brings me a sense of peace. And I love to travel.
Yes, traveling is her love language.
Yes.
Traveling is hers. And
They miss it.
they miss grandchild's love language.
Yes. I mean, it's because I like it. What? Because I like new experiences. I like adventure. I mean, I'm the person who, if I have a car, I'll turn down a road I don't even know about after checking with the Holy Spirit, though. But it's
Yes.
Amen. And that's it. What about you, Lacey? What brings you joy?
I love this. Spending time with me. Yes. Sisters. Yeah, I would say family, definitely just in any form. Being married now going on 6 years. What where has the time gone? Being married 6 years now, Lamar and I are in a really good spot where we absolutely love our time together, but we also thrive in our own spaces and our individuality. We have to get there. I feel like we've come into our own separately. He has projects and activities and businesses that he's working on, and I have ministry efforts and business ventures I'm trying to start with coaching in addition to podcasting. And we're just supporting each other's dreams.
Yeah.
And it's really, really fun. And because two things can be true, I'm learning this. Thank you to therapy and my sister. I get like add-on therapy from her because sometimes she calls me after therapy. I'm like, what did we learn today? What did Dr. B say? So I'm like trying to get a little extra side. And so two things can be true at the same time.
And so I enjoy time with family, and I also enjoy working on my passion projects like this. This is great. This is bringing me so much energy.
One of the things that when you asked about what do I really get great joy in,
Yes.
that I've had to work on was I love being a mom. I love.
Oh, you had to work on that?
No. Listen,
Excuse me as I reach for a cough drop.
I had to say that trying to spend time with myself is the first thing.
Oh,
I enjoyed and love being a mom that was available from the early newborn stages all the way up to college and post college and marriage and grands coming and all. And my daughters would say to me, there's more. And I kept thinking, what more is there? I just enjoy being a mom and a Mia. I was like, I just want to, be available and doing that. But I've had, counseling sessions as well. That's it. That, it's important to go back to the things that you enjoyed when you were young.
yes.
And that gave you joy when you were young.
Yeah.
So
Like
tea parties by myself with my dolls, and my brother not breaking the dishes. That's one. The other part was I used to love to sit outside and just stare up in the sky by myself outside in my grandmother's front yard.
you were my garden.
You're destined to be a minister.
I
I'm
feel
like
like
kids have the biggest questions, and it's so hard to answer them. It's like, I really hadn't thought about that. Were the dinosaurs on the ark? Like, I'm not really sure. Were they in the Garden of Eden? Huh?
They were subdued, but man had dominion over all crawling, creepy things. So if they were in the garden, I'm not saying they weren't, then Adam was able to, handle them.
He had them on a leash.
Yeah. That's what
Let's get back to you. This is going off script. Okay, so what you were saying, you liked being in the grass. Mom was drowning herself before she even knew that was a thing. Touch grass. So you did garden? Is that
Well, I did after you all went off to college. I planted. You don't remember that. I did the planting of all these daylilies and trying to dig in the soil. And
Did you grow food?
I did tried to do some tomatoes, some peppers. Yeah. Container gardening, which is,
I do remember that vaguely.
on the deck?
yeah.
No, I do remember that. Okay.
What do you want us to talk about today?
I don't know, clearly. I mean, we just
Rest.
yeah. I find rest within my family and also singularly, and finding that balance of rest, enjoyment, sabbatical, embracing Sabbath. Really, anything regarding rest would be fine.
I read a book a couple years ago, a few years ago, Pastor Carol Daly at Christ Emmanuel Christian Fellowship in Cincinnati, Ohio. She, it was during COVID, and we had a conversation, and she gifted me this book, Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. I really needed it at that time. And there's a chapter about rest and fun, and how it's really, as children, we automatically have fun. I have 3 kids, 9, 7, and 4. And I never have to tell them, make sure you have fun. Have fun, guys. Have fun today. But as we become adults, we have to remember to have fun.
Oh, that's good.
How to rest and have fun. And so I think that rest and joy are both critical to preventing burnout and just stress management, is to actually have fun and to rest. And I feel like we did both this week.
I agree. I I brought my laptop as a way to, I don't know why. I think at some level I knew I wanted to record a podcast, and this is how I record them. It would have been more challenging on my phone exclusively. But at the same time, I knew I didn't bring my laptop for work. I didn't intend to work on my laptop. I intended to work on my passion, which doesn't feel like work to me. But I do agree with you with the rest and the fun. I was speaking with someone, and I do hope that she'll be a guest in the future. Her name is Laura Howe, and she has the Care Ministry podcast. And I was a guest on her podcast recently, and she was sharing that leadership and ministry and in any type of care role, a lot of service providers and care providers forget that that is a three-legged stool of getting resources and working on your ministry, working in your ministry and having fun.
Yeah.
And so making sure that as a person, we're working on all three sustainability and whatever it is we're doing.
So working on our life and having fun.
Yeah. So I think it can apply to anything. Life, family, finances. I mean, in your budget, let's think about a budget. My financial advisor said years and years ago, if you don't budget for fun, then you're going to be miserable.
Right.
True. So that's me. What about you, Mom? We were talking about what joy looks like, but what about rest? What does rest look like for you?
Rest for me, I actually picked up reading a couple of novels online.
Okay.
What type of genre do you like?
It's mainly fluff.
Okay, fluff.
Yes, mainly fluff.
Like speech.
Read. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so that had been going very well until I realized it was called a mega novel, so that you really couldn't get to the end of it.
Yeah, I don't do well with it long.
So I've done that. As I said before, I do like just I like all genres of music in general. Period. So I recently bought some new DVDs of the 70s music, the 60s and the 70s music, which is what I grew up on.
Where do you place said DVDs?
Where do you place said DVDs?
I just ordered them. So I'm going to place said DVDs on the record player that's in my bedroom.
Nice.
Yes.
Play a DVD on it.
I mean, a CD and DVDs. I got both of those. 70s, 70s music.
I said say his birthday.
It's the 22nd. His birthday's 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
We're getting at the car wash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're getting at the car wash, girl.
That's what I was thinking. You started September. I was going to car wash. Okay, so doing some dancing in your bedroom area. Just
just listening, really.
okay.
Listening party.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah. So that's not spiritual enough for you. Then I'm also able to listen to the Bible and all the other.
We're real. Like that's I appreciate that you were looking at the sky, contemplating the crucifixion and the resurrection. But I was like, God, you didn't just want to look at clouds. We're real on this podcast. It's okay. We have a faith. We are people of faith. I'm a person of faith. I'm always going to talk about my faith, and I embrace all areas of life.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
It's a journey. I think we're all on a journey.
Rest taught you, Lacey? What has rest taught you?
Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you for helping steer. I really respect Dr. Brene Brown. I've only gotten an opportunity to hear her in person once, but it was absolutely phenomenal. Just her transparency. I do think that there is a gift in embracing our humanity and imperfection. I've not gotten a chance to read a full book of hers, but I've listened to many a podcast episode and talk that she's given. I think I've just been learning to be okay being me. The version of me that I am today, the version of me that I am going to become, and not be upset that I'm not there yet. I'm not the version of me that in the future, I'm not the future version of me because I haven't had the future version of these experiences.
Correct.
But I'm not the past version of me because I have grown, I have learned.
You've evolved.
Yes, I've evolved. And I've grown in wisdom and experiences, and I feel like I've also grown in grace to myself. I think that's my biggest thing. One goal that I had set for this year was just consistency. That was a word. I didn't get very many words at the top of the year. Usually I get them closer to my birthday. So I try to make space around my birthday to kind of just listen and hear what maybe a theme might be, what theme might be coming to the surface for me for this new birth year. And at the beginning of the calendar year, it was very much consistency. So I'm really proud of myself for being consistent with the podcast so far this year. This month is really the only month I haven't, come out with 2 episodes out the gate. I'm taking
That was intentional.
It was intentional so I can enjoy this time with family. I have more content coming. And just being proud of myself, being okay, allowing myself to feel the pride of a job well done. Not prideful, but feeling proud of myself for.
And even the Lord rested on the 7th day. Like, rest was reflection for him to celebrate his wins.
Oh, that's good.
Celebrate what he had just created and developed.
Yeah.
In 6 days.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Lord wants us to do the same, like pause, rest, reset. That's what our time together for me has represented. Like, I couldn't do work even if I wanted to because we didn't have the best connection. So pausing, resting, and resetting, and not being so quick to jump back into the routine of daily life and daily living. I think our mom kept us really active during our childhood, which I think was a blessing. Like, it exposed us to a lot of things, but in a single parent household for at least 7 years, we didn't rest very much. And so as an adult, I'm learning that rest is okay. Rest does not mean you're not productive.
That's true.
And we are trying to teach our kids. I know I really try to teach them to listen to their bodies because we have 3 kids. We have pretty stringent schedules. But there's times that I remember the Lord just sharing with me, like, teach them to listen to their body. If they don't make it to a practice, it's okay. It's not the end of the world if they don't make it to a game. Because you guys want to have family time, it's okay. So, like, one of the intentional things I did last fall was we didn't do any fall sports for them. Isaiah did have taekwondo that he was supposed to go to, but he didn't always make it. But we intentionally rested from fall sports and just slowly entered the school year so that we could have more time as a family, like more time to eat dinner, more time to just relax, more time for the kids to play after school. So we weren't like constantly going. So that's like some intentional things I've tried to do to slow down our pace to where rest won't seem so foreign to them as they get older, that it'll be like a natural part of their daily life.
Like a rhythm.
Yeah. The rhythm of rest.
The rhythm of rest. I love
the rhythm of rest.
You mentioned something that I definitely want to go back to and commend you on, which is you were talking about more time to have family dinner, more time to have this because, we're definitely in a world that's fast paced, microwavable,
hyper schedule.
Oh, yes. Yes. And, parents are placing their children in elite sports at 5, 6, 7, 8. in, planning their past their high school years, or high school years for scholarships and such.
Mhm.
So it's very important now that parents do take a look at that and say, what can we do as a family? Because I think the family nucleus is definitely something that will allow us to have rest.
I think that was one of the COVID was a really challenging time, but I think that was one of the
good things that came out.
beauties that came out of it is like restoring the family, like the family focus.
Yes.
And like building your life around your family, not building your family around your life.
Oh, that's very good.
And so I think that's something that, because the world has basically moved back to a quicker pace, that we have to be intentional about. And mom was like, that's very countercultural of you. I was like, thank you. I actually was trying to be countercultural.
Okay. That's great. I like that.
So learning all the tips. I love to see it in real life so that I can, when it's my time, I can navigate that season. It's hard though. Kids' nervous systems also aren't made to be in constant motion. Like their nervous systems are made to move at a slower pace. We force our nervous systems to perform basically. And that's something that the Lord's really been challenging me with, is not performing. A lot of times when I'm rest, I'm more productive the next day, the next week, because I've actually allowed my body to properly rest.
That's really good. And one of my prayers from this vacation, hopes from this time together, is that although the children have been very active and all, but that there is some part of you in life, for both you and Lacey, that you have found some corner, some part of rest, relaxation, and reset and begin here.
I have. I really have. It's been restful. No, it's been really great. It's been fun. There's active and passive rest. Okay, tell us about it. Go ahead, you finish it. No. So as my sister alluded to, I am in therapy. I've been in therapy for about 3 years, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, really. And so rest has been a constant topic for the last 3 years with my therapist. How do I get of her specifically telling me, we've been talking about this for a long time. Are you ever going to rest? Ooh. So I'm now in like 201, 301 therapy, not 101 therapy. Okay. Understood. So anyway, one of the things that she tells me a lot is there's 2 different types of rest. There's passive rest and there's active rest. And so passive rest is like watching a TV show, like doing something mindless that's not engaging your brain. Active rest can be something that still brings you rest, but it's also something you enjoy, like exercise can be active rest, going for a walk could be active rest. Swimming, which I love swimming. Swimming, yeah, could be active rest. You should swim more. I should, yeah. Painting could be active rest. Arts and crafts. Coffee with a friend. Something that feels something restorative. I like that. Yeah, that's helpful. And I'm glad that you gave examples, because sometimes we talk about these topics and we mention them and we know that they're helpful to do, but we don't always know how to implement. So maybe as one of my takeaways for this particular episode, I can challenge our listeners to make a list of things that would bring them joy in the category of active and passive rest, just to help them. So that's actually was something, because I had a therapy session a week or 2 ago, and she told me to do was to write down the things over the course of the next 2 weeks, because we're going to be spending a lot of time with family in different locations, is write down the things that bring you joy, so that we can talk about how to incorporate it into like your daily life or your daily regular routine. I love that. So maybe we could just call this the joy and rest episode or something. How do we find joy and rest and not feel bad about it? There's been some
something within me that feels bad about not being productive. I think there's some reframing I have to do around that. But I did recently have a podcast episode, a solo episode that I did just talking about, even the birds, like how the Lord rested during creation, how even our trees outside rest, photosynthesis, like the whole idea of that is there's a season of dormancy needed. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that you're not being active. It's that it just looks different on the surface. So just curious, as we're wrapping up probably this episode and potentially going into another episode about rest, just curious to you, Mom, what has been your takeaway with this conversation? Or is there something else you'd care to share with our viewers before we wrap up?
I think for me, it's just a reminder of the active and passive rest, the importance of that. I know that I haven't actually been as physically active as I definitely need to be.
You just had knee replacement surgery.
Yep. And so, but still, there are things that I definitely need to determine those additional things I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been playing your mind games and
I have.
and getting really good at some of the different things that bring you joy too.
Yes. Who would have thought I would have really enjoyed playing games on my phone? But I've learned to find peace with that. So much so that Ryan looks and said, "Is everything okay over there?"
Like, I'm just having fun.
I'm just playing mahjong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good.
I love that. Would you care to share anything or final thoughts before the end of the episode? No, I feel like I used to treat rest, and I'm still working on this, as rest being something that I earn. And like for doing a good job, for like finishing my to-do list, then I can rest. But rest is something like it's a gift that we've been given. And so there's a couple books that have helped me with this. Come through with the resources. One is the NAP. The NAP Ministry is an Instagram account by Black women.
NAP,
the NAP Ministry. So you can follow them at the NAP Ministry on Instagram. There is a book, I'm blanking on the name. Rest is Resistance is a great book, great audio book. I listen to that while walking because it really helps with the reframing that you mentioned. My therapist recommended that. A second book is by a colleague of mine named John Emery. Blanking on the name of your book, John. But if you look up John Emery, he has a recent book he launched about basically rest and fun, which is really good from a male perspective because men struggle with it too. And then The Gift of Imperfection. Ooh, that's a good one. By Brene Brown is another good book about rest. That's awesome. And then there's like a lot of, in the Bible as well, a lot about Sabbath rest and how it actually is a form of worship and obedience. There's different sermons and things like that about rest. Yeah. I've been trying to make my way through a daily devotional. It's been about a year at this point. It's just supposed to be like 26 weeks, but we're just working our way through it. It's called Whispers of Rest. It's a dear ministry friend that gifted it to me. It's called Whispers of Rest by Bonnie Gray. And I really like it because there's different parts to every chapter or every daily entry. There's like a devotional, then there's a scripture, there's a quote, there's like a reflection, there's also questions as well as a challenge. So there's a lot of different things that goes into one entry. And that's why it's taken me so long. But there's different things that she encourages you to do to empower you to rest, which is like going outside, take a walk, give yourself permission to take a nap, schedule coffee with a friend, like just different things to help practice rest. Because I feel like it's something that must be practiced as well. For sure. You can say, go rest, but it's like your mind keeps going.
how to
Yeah.
do it.
It's true.
So, yeah. So I love that book. That's something that has been helping me recently.
If I could interject, Sacred Silly is the name of the book by John Emery.
Oh, Sacred Silly. I love that. Well, oh, mommy, go ahead.
No, I was no
Lady
More
A.
resources.
Lady
Oh, I
A.
don't actually have any resources. I was just saying that. Did your guests want to see your?
Yeah, you should.
I will.
Mhm.
Yes, we're going to take a brief respite so you can see our little ones. They can say hello to you too. I'll do like a little outro for that. But thank you, ladies, for being a part. I love you, mommy.
I love you, Lacey.
So glad you're on here. Thank you, sis, for being here in person. Love. There's nothing like having an in-person guest. I love a virtual guest, but I love it in person.
All righty. We love it.
Yes, and as always, guys, don't forget to pursue the things that bring you joy and live authentically free. See you next time.
Like, share, and download her podcast.
Do that.
Thank you.
Yes. We need more followers.
Here, I want to interview them for a little bit.
Okay, y'all like to move?
No, you're good.
I'll step out. Okay.
You're good. Hey, guys.
Can someone come over by me?
You want to be with Mia? Here. Over here.
She wants to be with you.
Okay. Isaiah and Ivy. Okay, everyone. This is not the full group of people. No shade to my dad. There's more of us, more joyfully free family members. Hey, I have a question for you guys. What does it look like what brings you joy?
I don't know. Feeling honest.
Virgin pina colada. Joy. I love that.
My stuffies.
Your stuffies brings you joy. What brings you joy, buddy?
Spending time with my family.
Oh, good answer. Good answer, Ivy.
How do you guys get rest? How do you play and rest?
Yeah, what does rest look like to you? How do you have fun and also relax at the same time?
Ivy, can they see you're pretty?
Just watching TV and then how I
like you let them.
is sleeping to 10 to 11 hours. You know, sleep time. Yes, I do.
Ella, what are things that fill your cup?
Basketball, one-on-one time with mama.
One-on-one time with mom.
Ooh, I love
Basketball.
and basketball. I love that. What about you, Jack? Ivy.
What do you enjoy doing?
Relaxing with mommy and daddy.
Relaxing with
Oh, what about your friends?
I live playing with kindergarten.
You like playing in kindergarten. Love that.
Oh.
And then you spend lots of time with your grandparents too, don't you?
Yeah,
Love that.
it's me and Poppy.
Oh, yeah.
Fish.
Papa.
Gigi.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so one thing we challenged our viewers today with was to rest. Be sure to rest. That what brings you joy and how do you rest?
This brings me joy. These people here and my sons who are not here, they bring me joy. My family brings me joy. And this is how I rest, spending time with my family.
Awesome. I love it.
Okay.
Well, until next time, can we all say on the count of 3, don't forget to rest? You ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to rest. Stop.
Hands reached up for heaven's gleam,
All right. Thank you, guys.
chasing my godly dream.
You want to see the
Mirror
speaking?
shoulder, vacant stare, sunshine with butterflies to fill it within it. My joy's the sun that I let burn inside. No lock, no chains, no need to hide. It rises free, it lights the way. A happiness that claims my day, joyfully free. Is me. I have joy in me. I am joyfully free.